Have you ever mulled over the idea that the tests faced by a single person could significantly influence the fate of an entire nation? Let's probe into the trials of Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, a chronicle of trials, faith, and resilience encapsulated in Surah Yusuf of the Quran. The trials of Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, begin with his separation from his brother Esau, as reported in Surah Hud, verse 69 of the Quran. Following a cunning act to attain his birthright, Yaqub, peace be upon him, is forced to leave his home, initiating his trials and, concurrently, the germination of his faith. In this isolation, Yaqub, peace be upon him, seeks guidance from Allah, morphing his fear into trust, mirroring the interpretation of Surah Yusuf, verse 101, by Tafsir ibn Kathir. We then accompany Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, to Haran's land, where he labors for his uncle Laban, a narrative supported by Sahih Bukhari, Hadith 3233. Here he faces hardship and deceit. Yaqub, peace be upon him, works for 7 years to marry Rachel, only to be tricked into marrying her sister Leah. He confronts this setback with unwavering dedication and resilience, opting to work another 7 years for Rachel. This corresponds with al-Tabari's commentary in his Tafsir al-Tabari. The most transformative amongst Prophet Yaqub's, peace be upon him, trials is his wrestling match with an angel, a symbolic encounter mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, Hadith 3231. This encounter symbolizes his struggle with his past, fears, and sins, marking a significant turning point in his journey. Emerging victorious, Yaqub, peace be upon him, earns the new name Israel, as in Tafsir ibn Kathir, Surah al-Baqarah, Ayah 133. These trials, as grueling as they were instrumental in shaping Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him. They solidified his faith, molded him into a resilient man, capable of confronting adversity, and prepared him to be the patriarch of a nation encompassing 12 tribes and one of the most influential prophets, Yusuf, peace be upon him, as chronicled in Surah Yusuf. Among adversity, Yaqub, peace be upon him, remained steadfast, laying the foundation for future generations. His story, as recorded in the Quran and Hadith literature, serves as an emotional reminder that trials and tribulations indeed shape us, mold us, and equip us for the roles we are destined to perform. As we further examine Prophet Yaqub's, peace be upon him, life in the upcoming scenes, let's keep his trials and the insights they offer from the Quran, Hadith, and scholarly commentary. Emerging from a backdrop of trials and tribulations, a distinct ray of hope appeared in the form of Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him. His birth is a celebrated event, mentioned in the Quran, Surah Yusuf, Ayah 3, as a beacon of hope during trying times. The youngest son of Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, as described in both the Quran, Surah Yusuf, and Hadith literature, was born into a lineage of prophets and a family fraught with tension. His tender, marked by signs of greatness, his noble character and wisdom were evident, as interpreted by the renowned Muslim scholar Ibn Kathir in his exegesis of Surah Yusuf. Recognizing these traits, Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, held a special affection for Yusuf, peace be upon him, as mentioned in the Hadith by Ibn Abbas. This affection came with its own complications. The bond between Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, and Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, sparked jealousy among his brothers, as stated in the Quran, Surah Yusuf. This jealousy time causing strain within the family. It is key to note that these events were part of Allah's grew. So did this envy, creating a rift within the family. As evidenced in the Quran, Surah Yusuf, Ayah 15, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, was destined to play a significant role in his family's story, a fact that he was unaware of. This was a test from Allah, a divine plan that would later unfold, as elucidated by many scholars such as Al-Qurtubi in his commentary of Surah Yusuf. What would be your reaction if your loved ones turned their back on you? This poignant question leads us into the deep narrative of Prophet Yusuf's, peace be upon him, betrayal by his own siblings, as in Surah Yusuf of the Holy Quran. Birthed by Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, also known as Yaqub, peace be upon him, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, was a cherished son, a source of light in his father's old age, as mentioned in Quran, Surah Yusuf, Ayah 5. Nevertheless, his brothers, consumed with envy, couldn't see past the apparent favoritism as articulated in Quran, Surah 12, Ayah 8 to 9. They conceived a scheme forever changed their lives, and that of Prophet Yusuf's, peace be upon him. Overtaken by envy, they're clouded, and they sold Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, into slavery, a fate worse than any they could have inflicted upon him at home, as referred in Quran, Surah Yusuf, Ayah 19. He was transported to Egypt, a distant land where he was official named Potiphar. Within Potiphar's household, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, found himself in an alien environment, a slave amidst the elite, as hinted in Quran Surah Yusuf, Ayah 21. Despite being far from home and the comforting presence of his father, peace be upon him, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, with unwavering faith in Allah, didn't allow his circumstances to dictate him. He put his trust in Allah, even when his plans he confronted each day with bravery and modesty, cognizant that each sunrise brought him a day closer to his divinely decreed destiny. The trials of Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, didn't cease in Potiphar's house. It was, and his commitment to righteousness, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, stood resolute, opting for virtue and integrity, even when it meant imprisonment, as narrated in Quran Surah Yusuf, Ayah 33. Ibn Kathir, a renowned Muslim scholar, penned in his tafsir, in spite of the treason, Prophet Yusuf, peace upon him, clung to his faith. Little did he know his destiny was on the verge of a dramatic shift. His narrative serves as a beacon for those wrestling with the shadow of betrayal and disappointment, reminding us that faith and patience can steer us through the harshest times, as exemplified in Hadith Sahih Bukhari 5641. As we further explore Prophet Yusuf's, peace be upon him, life, we'll perceive how his trials molded his future, leading him to a destiny he could never have imagined, emphasizing the importance of placing trust in Allah's plans. Can the chains of slavery be broken to rise to the heights of power? This contemplation is not just a pondering thought, it resonates with the extraordinary journey of Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, as narrated in the 12th chapter of the Quran, Surah Yusuf. Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, who was once fettered by the chains of slavery and confined in a prison, stood on the brink of a transformative journey. The Pharaoh of the time, bewildered by a haunting dream, sought its interpretation. His assembly of wise men, as stated in the Quran, Surah Yusuf, Ayah 44, failed to disclose its meaning. It was then that the cupbearer, remembering a past incident, Quran, Surah Yusuf, Ayah 41, recalled Prophet Yusuf's, peace be upon him, unique gift. The Pharaoh, in anticipation, summoned Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, from his cell. Gifted with divine insight, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, interpreted the dream as predicting 7 years of bountiful harvest followed by 7 years of severe drought. Quran Surah Yusuf, Ayah 47 to 49. As per the commentary of Ibn Kathir, he wisely advised the Pharaoh to stockpile surplus grain during the prosperous years to endure the impending famine. The Pharaoh, impressed by his wisdom, appointed Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, as his vizier, the second most powerful position, assigning him the responsibility to manage the upcoming crisis. Quran Yusuf Ayah 54 to 55. This remarkable ascent from the prison to the palace wasn't merely a twist of fate, it was Prophet Yusuf's, peace be upon him, unwavering faith and relentless perseverance, as quoted in Hadith Tirmidhi number 25 and 16, that elevated him to this esteemed position, even in his darkest hours. He never questioned Allah's plan. Quran Surah Yusuf Ayah 23. As the years unfolded, Prophet Yusuf's, peace be upon him, interpretation of the Pharaoh's dream became a reality. Quran Surah Yusuf Ayah 53. 7 prosperous years were followed by 7 years of extreme scarcity. However, due to Prophet Yusuf's, peace be upon him, foresight and prudent leadership, Egypt was prepared. While famine ravaged other nations, Egypt remained abundant in grain. Quran, Surah Yasin, Ayah 48. The rise of Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, wasn't just a personal triumph, it was a victory of faith and wisdom. His journey imparts the valuable lesson that faith can lead to unforeseen success even in adversity. His story, as narrated in the Quran and commented upon by scholars like Al-Tabari, stands as a symbol of the power of belief, unwavering perseverance, and the strength to transcend one's circumstances. Prophet Yusuf's, peace be upon him, wisdom and faith carried him from the prison to the palace, leading Egypt through years of adversity. His journey serves to remind us, as echoed in Hadith Bukhari number 5641, that even in the darkest of times, a ray of hope always exists, and with faith, even the most daunting challenges. What does it take for a family fragmented by envy and animosity to reconcile? To respond to this, we dive into the divine verses of the Quran, particularly Surah Yusuf Ayah 4 to 101. This account transports us to an epoch of scarcity that swallowed the earth, compelling Prophet Yusuf's, peace be upon him, siblings, as quoted in Ibn Kathir's Tafsir, to venture to Egypt, a haven of abundant grain. Unaware to them, fate would lead them directly to the brother they had wronged. Amid the grain towers of Egypt, Yusuf, peace be upon him, had risen to governor, supervising the country's granaries, as clarified in Tafsir al-Jalalain. When his brothers appeared, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, recognized them, but they were oblivious to his identity. In a tactical move, he discreetly tested them, demanding their youngest brother as evidence of their sincerity, as explained in Sahih Bukhari, Hadith 34:105. The sight of Benjamin, the youngest, crumbled Prophet Yusuf's, peace be upon him, guise. Emotions surged as he disclosed his true identity. I am Yusuf, your brother, whom you sold into slavery. This startling revelation, as narrated in the Quran, Surah Yusuf Ayah 90, filled the room with remorse, astonishment, and fear. However, in the face of such hardship, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, chose the route of mercy in alignment with the teachings of Surah Al-A'raf. He viewed his journey to Egypt as part to rescue numerous lives and urged his brothers to escort their father, Yaqub, peace be upon him, to Egypt under his guardianship, brimming with relief and happiness. As narrated in the exegesis of Tabari, the family embarked for Egypt, eager for the reunion. The long-anticipated reunion arrived, and it was filled with the profound potency of forgiveness and love. Their father shed tears, embracing his long separated son, and the family, once ripped apart by envy and animosity, had rediscovered their way back to each other. As Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, pardoned brothers, he encapsulated the essence of Surah Al Hujurat, Ayah 10, highlighting the power of forgiveness. And Prophet Yaqub's, peace be upon him, journey to Egypt, as detailed in the Quran, Surah Yusuf, Ayah 96 to 98, is a rich narrative teeming with hope and anticipation. The separation from his cherished son, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, a predicament portrayed in Hadith, Sahih Bukhari 31-21, sparks this journey as a beacon of hope, a pledge of reunion, a journey echoing with yearning, a longing that had been gnawing at Prophet Yaqub's, peace be upon him, heart for years. Number one, this expedition is noteworthy as it symbolizes hope for Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, who has been yearning for a reunion with his long estranged son, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, guided by a divine revelation, a dream promising a joyous reunion, as depicted in the Quran, Surah Yusuf, Ayah 4, Prophet Yaqub's, peace be upon him, heart throbs with joy at each step towards Egypt. His eyes, once dimmed by sorrow, now sparkle with anticipation in the teachings of Muslim scholar Ibn Kathir. Number two, reaching Egypt, the profound joy of the reunion between Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, and Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, is tangible, an event portrayed in the Quran, Surah Yusuf, Ayah 99 to 100. Tears of happiness flow down their faces, reflecting the deep love and relief that fills their hearts. The miracle of their reunion transforms Prophet Yaqub's, peace be upon him, sorrow into sheer joy as he finds himself wrapped in the warmth of his son's embrace. A moving moment emphasized by Muslim scholar Al-Kushairi in his commentary. Number three, Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him. His final years in Egypt are characterized by peace, satisfaction, and pride, as elaborated in the Quran, Surah Yusuf, Ayah 101. Surrounded by his offspring, his heart overflows with gratitude, witnessing Prophet Yusuf's, peace be upon him, ascend to power and respect. It's a sight that fills him with immense pride and contentment. But Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, his journey is more than a reunion with Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him. Citing Hadith, Sahih Bukhari 3389, it's about his steadfast faith in the divine decree, his relentless hope, and his resilient spirit. It's a testament to his patience and deep-rooted belief in the promise of Allah. In the twilight of his life, Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, discovered peace, united with his beloved son, an event beautifully captured in both Quran and Hadith. His journey to Egypt is a poignant narrative that resonates with us even today, as explained by scholars like Imam al-Nawawi, of hope, faith, of patience and perseverance, and above all, of an unyielding love between a father. What can we learn from the trials of Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, and the story of Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him? As we delve into the narrative of Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, and his son, Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, as outlined in Surah Yusuf Ayah 4 to 101 of the Quran, we can see a rich tapestry of life lessons woven from their experiences. Firstly, let's focus on the power of resilience in facing trials and hardships. The trials of Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, were monumental, the greatest of which was the loss of his beloved son, as illustrated in Quran Surah Yusuf Ayah 18. This trial would have broken many, yet Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, remained steadfast, embodying resilience. As Ibn Kathir, a classical Islamic scholar, commented on this verse, it teaches us the value of unwavering faith in Allah and the importance of resilience in the face of adversity. Moving the story of Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, betrayed and sold into slavery by his own siblings, his resilience shines brightly. Despite his trials, as depicted in Quran Surah Yusuf, Ayah 21 to 101, he rose above them, demonstrating that our struggles should be viewed as stepping stones to personal growth and success, not as obstacles. A hadith in Sahih Bukhari reinforces this sentiment. Secondly, let's explore the transformative potential of forgiveness. Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, forgave his brothers, the very perpetrators of his trials, as seen in Quran Surah Yusuf Ayah 92. This act of forgiveness wasn't just for their benefit, but also served to free him from resentment, highlighting the healing power of forgiveness, which is also emphasized by scholars like Imam al-Ghazali. Lastly, we see the affirmation of divine providence. Despite losses, a grander divine plan was unfolding as referenced in Surah Yusuf, verses 100 to 101. Prophet Yusuf's, peace be upon him, trials eventually led him to a position of power, enabling him to save his family from famine. This drives home the belief, as elucidated by Imam al-Qurtubi, that there is divine wisdom from Allah behind every hardship, even when it's not immediately evident. In the trials of Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, and the story of Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him, we see a testament to the enduring power of faith in Allah and the transformative potential of forgiveness.